Hello. My name is Asherah Rose and welcome to my video, which is PhD looking at DID, dissociative identity disorder, / psychosis versus conscious expansion. It's still Thursday the 23rd and it's 11:45 right now. I was just listening to this reading and I thought I'd let you listen to it because I did a reading earlier on today in the park talking about my relationship with my karmic parental figures. And yeah, my girl's just touching on some of that. So without further ado, innit? I mean, why not? Now it wants to load up. While it's loading up, then I was talking about my mum and my dad, and
All right. So my name Christina.
she's talking about some interesting things. Let me turn it up.
All right. Could be females here. Because they see watching you step into your greatness. This is somebody that you consider the best friend. All right, but now there's some sort of season that's ending here of somebody because they feel like they're over their head now when they was targeting you because they keep missing. They missed their shot. They missed they whatever this is because they're watching you grow, healing, and evolve and shining and stuff like that. So even so, they just say you was a kid when you was younger, you really ain't really get into all of that because that's when you fuck up. Talk to your children now that everything that they do, even as a child, from 15, 13, 12, 11, it will ruin your life when you're 20, 30, 40,
the choices
50.
matter.
It depends on your contract.
The choices matter, man.
If you do some evil stuff, like bad stuff, and that's why they circulated whoever you are in the like those if you was a part of a group home and the whatever this is, they had to give you a record because you was just this, this innocent energy. So they tried.
What I take from what she's saying about when you was a child, you weren't a bad child, but they made you out to be a bad child, basically. And earlier on, when I was in the park, I was talking about my experience growing up and my family talking about that I'm a lot like my dad's side of family, and that, that meaning that our personalities, as in the roses, they're very upfront, they're very direct. Yeah, so my mum's side of family would see that as being rank and feisty and outer order. So I was talking earlier on about being isolated because I was deemed to be feisty, but I didn't really touch on other things like they made me out to be over promiscuous, but really it was them doing the energy over me in the first place. So they'd say things about me, or things that would come back to me about, I'll be pregnant before I'm 16, or just that I'm all about man, basically. And that weren't never the case. I haven't all been about man. But these bitches, as in my mum's sisters and other women of their age, would look at me or give me the energy, and also I can read their minds and their emotions. And I'm picking up from a young child, I'm talking before 9 years of age, that these women are looking at me as competition. Like I want their man. Why would I want your man? They're threatened by me as a child. They're threatened by me as a child. That's what I'm reading. That's what their telepathic thoughts are telling me. That's what their energy is telling me. That's what spirit's telling me why they're dealing with me in a particular way. Because I bring out their insecurities. They're threatened by me. As a child, they've been threatened by me. My mum, jealous. My mum's out there pretending to be me. You think this copycat thing's a joke thing, what they're talking about? This thing's real blood. And I knew my mum's was copying me from 2007. I think it was, no, before 2007. No, 2007. 2007. My the person I was married to, his business partner, come to me and said, yo, you never guess what, I nearly drop a dotty the other day. I couldn't believe it. I said, what's up? He said, I was on an interview panel. And guess who walked in as one of the candidates for the job? And I said, who? He said, your mother. I said, my mum. He said, yeah. He said, but that's not the half of it. during the interview, yeah, I listened to your mum sit down there and tell them everything about what you did with Best. But she told them that it was her. She told him that it was her running your business like she was you. I said, you joking? He said, nah, Ash, I swear down, blood. If it wasn't for the fact that I was there and I heard it myself, I wouldn't believe it. If somebody had told me that, I would not have believed it. But I was there. I was on the interview panel. I sat there listening to her go in on how she was you. I never said nothing to her, you know. I never said nothing to her because I know what she's about anyway. You know what I mean? I know what she's about. I find them things funny. I used to find them things funny. I find them things funny, man. I still find them things funny if I'm honest, man. Because you don't know. You don't know. You know what I mean? My girl goes on like I ain't shit, but she's out there trying to be me. I find them things funny. Jano, I find them things funny, man. Too funny. You know what I mean? So then there was a next situation. There's been so many situations with this woman, it's unreal. But I had her working for me one next time in a different business. So anyway, like these men came that were a man, one of the bosses sent his worker B down to meet me to have a look over some of the folders because obviously there's an external assessor that has to assess the folders to make sure that the kids have done what they need to do to gain their qualification. That's the business I'm running. So I got my karmic mum and dad working for me. Blah blah blah. So anyway now my man's come down and my man's gone on like a dickhead, like the energy is off. And I pick up on all these things, but I could feel that his energy was off. And when my man was on the fucking motorway, but at the same time, I thought the other guy was gonna come with him. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking, all right, then I can feel the dodgy energy, but I can feel the energy, but we'll see when it gets here. And when it got here, it was just my man, which is probably why the energy was so strong. So he's going on. I can't remember how the argument started, but basically he's trying to tell me something that I know is not the case because I've already had a conversation with his boss. I'm the boss of my business. His boss is obviously the boss of his boss business. Two bosses have spoke to each other and we know what's going on. So when this worker bee's come in trying to tell me what's going on, I'm saying, nah, that's not the case. So he's trying to drop it like it's hot on me because he's coming like some typical white man, isn't it? Typical white man that's up himself, thinking that he's dealing with some idiot black girl opposite the table from him. But I'm not an idiot black girl, mate. I'm not an idiot nothing. You're an idiot. You're the fucking monkey. And we're going to find out who the fucking monkey is. Because I know it ain't me. But I ain't said all of that on the table. Yeah, I'm trying to say I'm watching the play to see how my man's going on. Because Spirit says, shut your mouth. Let's see how the karmic mother goes on. So anyway, I'm seeing the energy between them. And the energy between them is talking like, say, they've already discussed the plan. So I'm thinking, what the how, when, what, where, why? But that's what the energy is. This karmic mother and this monkey have devised a little plan between themselves. So I'm thinking, her. So Spirit's like, yeah. He's promising her for her to get her petals qualification, even though you've already told her you can get that pattern from her because I assess teaching qualification. I deliver the NPQ or have delivered as a facilitator the NPQH, which is the qualification to train people to give head teachers that are in training. Some of them are not even training. Some head teachers have been head teachers for 10 years, but when they brought out the qualification for head teachers, these head teachers, even though they've been head teachers for years, had to go do this qualification. So if you want to be a head teacher, this is the national professional qualification for head teachers. So I did mine in 6 months. It's an 18-month fucking course. Everybody's like, how have you done it in 6 months? And not only did I do it in 6 months, I did it in 6 months, having given birth 3 weeks ago. That's when I did my interview. So by the time I got to the course, my baby weren't even 2 months. So I'm having to do my work in the class with people, then leave to go to the hotel room to feed my baby, to come back because I got my ex-husband and my daughter in the room. You understand me? And that's how I'm doing my headship qualification and banged it out in 6 months, mate. Plus you have to do a practical piece in school too. But I patterned it, and not only that, distinction. So they're like, yo, we want to employ you. Come and be a facilitator for the qualification. So that's how that happened. Boom, 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 innit? Whatever. So the point being is that What was I getting at actually? Spirit, bring me back. My dad and his qualifications, innit? So, and then mommy. Okay. So my girl's sitting down there and about it, like Spirit's telling me that he's promised her petals. I'm like, petals? That can't be why my girl's going on like that. Spirit said, watch the place anyway. So Spirit said, make a call. So I get up out the chair and I go out the room and I call the boss. And I'm saying differently here. I got your monkey down here. And he's like, what's he up to now? And I said, this guy's literally sitting down here saying ABC. When I know me and you's already had a conversation, it was DEF. He said, it's definitely DEF. He said, fuck it, I'll get on the phone to him now. Like, don't worry about it, it's sorted. So I go back in the room and I sit down. So now my man and him are grinning. Yeah, my girl, go and get the folders. I'm taking the folders with me. What? You're going to take my folders with you, mate? I've sat back on the chair and I said, yeah. I said, listen, you're going to get a phone call in a minute. He said, I ain't getting a phone. I said, yeah, you are. I said, mate, you're going to get a phone call in a minute. His phone rang, bring. Paul. I said, He spoke to Paul and Paul told him to get the fuck out of there. Paul told him to get the fuck out of there. What's he doing? What is he doing? My man's come back to the table to pick up his stuff to get the fuck out of my building. And I'm looking at my karmic mother. Because when I sat down on that table and them two, and he's telling her to go and get the folders, my girl's ready to go get the folders to give him. Differently. Yeah. So obviously, them things can't go on, man. So I made her know, no, differently. Don't you? My man don't run things. How have you fallen for that? How have you let this man come between what this is? Look how many levels this is. This is mom and daughter. This is family business. This is you know me, you don't know him. You just met him today. How can loyalty be with someone you just met today? What day? Make it make sense. But this is what's going on in the background. They know each other already. It's deeper than that, obviously. So I say, nah, lock that down, man. You can't work for me. You've already shown me your colours. Do you understand me? So, me and hers had it out in the place and said whatever. But I've just stuck it on her like, you think my man's going to get you your qualification? Is that what you think? Go with my man. I made sure my dad got his petals sorted out, got it. I made sure my dad got his deputy head qualification, the national professional qualification for senior leaders patterned. If you work with me, you'll get sorted out. If you work against me, it's not going to happen the way that you think it's going to happen. So by the time I got home, and me and her was on the phone together, spirit just come through and I started channeling. And my girl got told about her blood clot left, right, up, down, you name it, man. Every star direction you can think of. Spirit laid it on her thick. The ancestors came through thick. Gave it to her, man. Gave it to her. Couldn't even tell you verbatim half the things that come out my mouth because honestly, at one point I couldn't even breathe. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I can't even breathe like back again. Rah, tear. Spirit went in blood. Try hard. No, she had no comeback. No comeback whatsoever. Lockdown. Mad. I'm working with you and you're working against me. The two of them. I got stories about my man too. Man used to come to work drunk every Friday morning because he's gone out on a Thursday. And then he's going on with the staff and he's going on with the kids. Why is my dad hooking up with registering kids on Facebook with him? What the fuck? This is my school, yeah. Don't even let me get excited. I'm the head teacher of a very, very unique setting that I inherited from my ex, yeah. So when he moved into the free school, I took over the independent school, changed it up and whatever. Took it for a new Ofsted material change and got it patterned so that we could get more money for the kids that we were taking in. So the type of children that we're taking in are not the normal average kids, okay? So these are the children that have been excluded probably from 8, 9, 10, 11 different settings. These are kids that are in looked after care services. These are children that are known to the youth offending teams. These are children up and down in gang cultures that carry knives and guns to school. These are girls and boys that are involved in sexual exploitation. These are Birmingham's prolific. That's what we're dealing with. So they're on high alert for safeguarding. 2 of my kids in my school was Birmingham's top priority. 1 and 2, females. One of their meetings I'm in, there's 26 other different professionals in one meeting. We're having to, it's next level stuff, man. So therefore, these are government, half of them are government children. You cannot play around with them. Like, safeguarding is so on point. And when it comes to children, I don't play anyway. And everybody knows, if you work for me, she don't play when it comes to safeguarding. I will not compromise. I will not compromise when it comes to the kids. I prefer put myself in danger than any one of those children be in danger. So when I've got family members going town with my kids and going off shopping and they don't know where my goddamn girls are you nuts, blood? Are you fucking nuts? What fucking crack are you on? Particular brand? That's what I want to know. Are you nuts? And then you want to chat me like, say, I'm a bad boss. I sacked you guys unfairly. Are you mad, blood? You're trying to take me under? Even one of the social workers come to my school and said differently, Ashley, you trying to save the kids or the staff, blood? Because you can't do both. Cannot do both, blood. Trying to hire friends and family, trying to get everybody to a place where everybody's nice and people are trying to take you fucking down, blood. It's a bit of jealousy and enviness, man. Let's call a spade at the end of the day. Because what else could it be? Because if it was love, you'd be building too. Differently. But like I said, I've seen a lot, but I just don't say. So people think that I've got no mouth or what, but people who know me know that's not the case. Do you know what I mean? But I choose to be nice and I choose to be good. But just as much as I'm sugar and spice and all things nice, I'm exactly the same on my dark side, equally. I'm very, very, very scary. I'm very scary. And I say it laughing. Do you get what I'm saying? Because that's how it's taken as a joke. You get what I'm saying? I'm very scary. You know what I'm saying? I'm very scary with a smile on my face. But that's how scary I am. That's how scary I am. That it's a smile. Because this is the thing about a bad man and a fake man. A bad man does not go on like a bad man. A bad man just goes on cool. A bad man's friendly. A bad man's smiling. A bad man's the nicest man in the blood clot community. Everybody loves him because I'm talking about a real bad man. You get what I'm trying to say? Because it's all about it. But when time comes, yeah, when time's necessary, you're going to know what a bad man is. He's not going to run up his mouth and be talking to you. He's just going to deal with what needs to be dealt with. That's a bad... And he's still going to step out and smile with everybody after too. That's a bad man. That's when you know you're really dealing with the OG. Because a real bad man don't need to go on like a bad man. What for? I don't need to go on like a bad man to be a bad man. I don't need to go on like a bad girl to be a bad girl. What for? I stay in my lane. And people want to be zigzagging in and out my lane, but zigzagging in and out of my lane, man, I find it funny. I find Honors funny. All of Honors funny. All the people in my life I find funny. You're all funny. You're all funny. And I sit and I laugh. Because I know what's going on. And I know what's going down. And I know what the outcome looks like for you. And I think it's funny. Because I'm trying to drag you this way to say, no. Don't go down so, because if you go down so, you're going to end up in one hole. And Honors are running that way, thinking that you're getting one over on me. You're running off with my stuff in the opposite direction. I know you've got my stuff. It's okay. I've got lots of stuff. You can have it. You don't need to steal it because I'd give it you anyway. That's the dumbass thing about it. You don't need to steal it because I'd give it you anyway. And they're still stealing. running off, ready to go and drop in one pit. And I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing? You don't think that's funny? Do you not think? Would you not find that funny if you knew that somebody was stealing from you and they're running from you in the opposite direction? You're saying to them, listen, it's all right. I know you got it. You can have the oranges. It's okay. You don't need to steal from me, but come this way. You're about to fall down a pit and the person's still fucking running with your oranges. Yeah, there comes a time where you just have to leave them. You say, all right, go on. Carry on. You gotta say you know best. That's what it is for me right now. And before I'd be trying to save everybody, and the last people I've been trying to save is my kids. No, don't go down that road. I said, son, listen, if you go down that road, A, B, C, and D is gonna happen. But you know, at the end of the day, it's on you, innit? And he went down the road, and A, B, C, and D happened. I don't know, you know, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? My daughter will come to me, you know, I don't even feel comfortable telling you half the stuff because you already told me what was going to happen. And I said, listen, it's no judgment. It is what it is, any. At the end of the day, you got one life and it's your life to live. Just because I say something don't mean that's it. And I said it to them yesterday at the end of the kids' party. It was just me and them. And I'm telling my son off because he wants to give the babies chocolate. They're only one and their teeth, the little pegs are coming through. And I'm saying, because I've had trauma with two of my children with their teeth. I'm very, very particular when it comes to teeth. And I'm saying, if you're not brushing them too, you have to be careful because they're still teeth, innit? You know what I mean? But they're little, they're not even come through properly. It's just the little nubs. So I'm telling them, and I said, in the end, I just said, you know what? Do what you guys are doing, because just because that's been my experience, it doesn't mean it's gonna be your experience. And I need to stop projecting my trauma on you. You know what I mean? And then my son reminded me about every time I took him to the dentist, because I take my kids to the dentist for every 6 months for their checkups. And every time I took him and he ate the mouses and the mouses and the mouses of sweets, nothing was ever wrong with his teeth, not even a fucking filling. He never had a filling until 2021. Do you know what I mean? In his 20s, he's getting his first tweet filling. So, and he ate loads of sweets. And I said, you know what? Look at that. They might just end up with his teeth. And I'm worrying for nothing. I'm projecting on you guys. So, you know what? Let you guys live it. And I said it in the garden when me and their mum was in there, and my son and her daughter and everything was all talking. And they were saying that the first 6 months of the kids was hard. And I wasn't with them the first 6 months. I'd had some stuff getting on with anyway. I wasn't even in the country, but when I got back, I still didn't see them for a while because again I was getting some stuff sorted out. So I think just before the kids turned 6 months, I probably about 5 months. I think the kids was. I could be lying, but whatever. The point is that I weren't around in those early days, deliberately though. And I said it to them yesterday. You know what I mean? That Spirit says to me that it's better for me to step back and just allow you guys to just go through on a fire, because it's either gonna make or break you. You know what I mean? But I can't be there trying to prevent them from going through their karma. I have to let them go through their karma because it's good for them. It's good for them. You have to understand it's good for them. When your children are falling over, it's good to let them fall. I never knew that. I didn't want nobody to fall, including my family. I didn't want nobody to have to go through hardship. Come to college. I'm going to college. I'm doing this course. Come and do this course, because if you do this course, you'll get into uni within the first year of doing it, because it's an access course. And guess, because I've already done it, just use my essays and copy them. Like, I don't want nobody to have to go through no struggle. It's that level. And all of them, nobody don't, well, mum, I say my karmic mother did, but really I did all of her uni essays too. But the point is that I've done most of it. When I say like my mum, dad, my partners, most of their things that they've gained, if I haven't helped directly, as in set it up for them, or then I've done it for them. No, I should say, if I haven't done it directly for them, then I've set it up for them. You know what I mean? Because I'm quick at the paperwork. I'm quick at the paperwork. I can figure shit out quick time, and I can get things done quick time. So at the time, it just made sense. Well, no, I wouldn't say it made sense. It was whatever. It was whatever. Spirit said casting diamonds on swines, but whatever. So let me go back to this point. But the point is that your children should go through their people. You should allow people to go through their karma, and that was my biggest lesson. To let people go through their karma because it's good for them. Just like it's been good for me, it's good for them. It's not a negative to see and watch and have somebody go through their karma. It's a positive. And most of these masons and people, they've been getting away with murder because they've been putting their karma on chosen ones like us. They've been putting their debt on us. Their karmic debt has been going to us, and they've been going on like they're the shiny ones and we're the ones that are full of shit. But the tables are turning, like I said, moon cycle into sun cycle. Sun cycle means everything is illuminated. Moon cycle is everything is done in the dark. We're not in the dark no more. We're fucking illuminated, mate. I'm part of the owl society. My granddad is part of some owl society. I'm part of some owl society. I don't know where this owl society come from, but it's a thing, and they're affiliated with the birds, and that's why the birds are. Birds are all around anyway, but trust me, the birds saved my life, man. Real talk. That's a story for another day, though. Let's come back with this.
To make it look like you was a tyrant when you were a child. But the whole time, they asking somebody that knew you, they said you ain't never get into too much of stuff.
I'm not about the drama.
No. From them giving you different medications to make you angry because somebody already knew who you was ever since a child.
I've not had
So best
medication.
believe that if you were displaced as a child and you felt like you stayed longer in the system,
She's talking from a perspective of children that was put into looked after
ain't nobody
care,
love you. No, it was all a plan. Everybody was involved.
and
And if
everybody's
everybody say
involved.
you and your brother sister went home, and then the sister brother went home before you because they're not gifted, they were nothing. What's the point of them keeping them?
But you see what she's saying right there. When she said that, that clicked with me because I've got an auntie, yeah, that's got children. At the time, she had 3 children, and she put 3 children into care, and then she took back the eldest one and left the other 2 in there. So when she's talking about if you was in looked after care and your siblings went home before you, it wasn't that your siblings was loved or more cherished. It was because they weren't gifted. They had no use for them. That's why they went back. But if you ended up staying, it was because you was chosen. That's what she's saying. So I've got 2 cousins that I know are gifted because they've been through the blood clot ringers. They've been through the blood clot ringers, and last year one of them texted me, but because I know what's going on, nah mate, and he's not just my cousin, he's my god brother too. I love him to the moon and blood clot back. You get what I'm trying to say? I love it to the moon and back. And the last time I seen him in the city centre, and I don't see people. I go to all the places that I've always gone to all my life, and I don't see nobody because they're not on my timeline. So if I do see somebody, I know it's spirit that has done that. It is anyway, but I know spirit has done that. So for me to see him out of everybody and you know what I mean, Birmingham City Centre is a big place. It's the second biggest city to London. So it's not a small place. Yeah, anybody can be anywhere at any time. So for our paths to cross and our 2 eyes to meet, it's the next level, isn't it? And he was so skinny, like you could tell him that he was on drugs basically. But at the same time, there was something bright about him too, which made me stand up and talk to him. But at the same time, I was looking through him, as in all of him, the trauma, the pain, the what the fuck is going on. And that's when I knew, yo, something's going on. Something's been going on, but something is going on. So when he reached out in a text rare, I was like, no, not today, Satan. Not today. I get it, and I get what you're trying to tell me in the text. You get what I'm saying? He's trying to tell me something in the text, and he's got things he wants to tell me about certain things. And his sister, the same sister that was with him too, the 2 that got left. And not last month, the month before, so not June, what comes May, she must have got through to my sisters. My sisters got through to my daughter, and my daughter come tell me that she's trying to get through to me because she's been trying to get me on social media and can't reach me. I was like, no, not today, Satan, either. Like that. But again, because I know their story and what my girl's saying, I know that that's what it is. But at the same time, your mother, your mother and your big sister are going on with so much fuckery. I couldn't even have you next to me or around me even if I fucking wanted to. Even if I fucking wanted to. It couldn't be the case. Couldn't be the case. Because I'm watching all the honors from a distance. I'm remote watching all the honors from a distance. So as far as I'm concerned, I see the things that honor, they don't even see what's being worked on them. So even though perhaps, no, I'm not saying this is the case, but even if they thought they were coming in innocently, because they're not innocent, because they've been privy to certain conversations, and I've seen them sit there and listen to certain conversations because they're quiet, they don't talk, they sit there and they just listen and they observe. So I know when they're in the company of and they're being exposed to certain things, they know what's going on. They know where certain money's gone. They know what's happened to certain family members. They know about granddad. They know about nanny. And they're not saying. And now in 2020 blood clot 6, you want to come look for me? I don't think so, mate. Not today, Satan.
But they wanted to watch your every move. They wanted to be in your life every step of the way.
Constant monitoring, constant oppression, constant watching. My whole life, I've just felt like I'm being watched. I just walk like I'm on a fucking cat show, blood. I'm on the runway every day. On the road. The road's a catwalk, blood.
Alright? And somebody feel like this, they're way over their head now because what the heck? How did you slip through the cracks?
I don't slip through cracks, blood. I weren't never in a crack.
And you still stepped into your greatness.
I was always in my greatness.
And you're still not an angry person.
And I've never been that angry. Well, I have. I have when I was under it. Can't lie.
They wait to see you leave. They waiting for everything that these people ever said about you, and there's no foundation.
There's no evidence to it because I'm not who you think I fucking am. I am who I am, not who you think I am. Assumptions will get you fucked. Assumptions have made an ass of you.
Invite them to the party, they never show up. But on the flip side, these lying motherfuckers said that you was at the party every day.
Right.
Now, why would that be?
Bagger and blood clot mixer.
That's why this person felt like they over their head with this. They missed it. Okay, this person is older than you. All right. They tried to lie about you. They hate on you, all right, and tried to tear you down. They didn't know it. Wow. That it would take more than whatever they did to kill you.
Please. So I spoke today and I said they buried me alive on the earlier video. She's saying they buried you alive spiritually, but I know that already. I don't listen to tarot for tarot to tell me what going.
And they just like,
I listen to tarot to just, okay, so you know that too. You know that too. Okay. I want to know who knows what, who's getting what messages. That's why I watch tarot, to see who's tapped in and who's taking the fucking piss, blood. I watch tarot to watch the tarot readers.
Illusion of safety. So these people cutting their phone off because they scared of you now. And it's like, you like, got you. An illusion of safety. A practitioner who tricks you into believing you are safe, but causing spiritual, physical, emotional damage to jam up your intuition. They cut their phone off. Because they feel like they got tricked by the practitioner that was doing this work all the time. They scared.
So my downloads about this scenario, when I say my downloads about this starting from like 2020. To be honest, started off before that. This is the crazy thing about the downloads today. You see the downloads I'll be getting today? I linked the downloads I was getting 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, nearly 45 blood clot years ago. One of them ones. Like Jigsaw's pieces from 1990 our blood clot long. Our jicking today. The jicking and the sawing today to blood clot. They're jigging and they're soaring today. Pieces are connecting. So when I hear something or I get a download, I'm like, I'm shocked, but I'm not shocked because okay. Let me explain why I'm shocked, but I'm not shocked. I am not shocked to hear the download, but I am shocked to come to understand how long ago I knew that understanding. That's what shocks me. That's the truth, man. That's the truth. So Spirit says to give an example. So if you see how she just said they tried to bury her alive, for example. Yeah? Back in, where are we now? So yeah, probably I think Ty was born still. I think my son, my fourth child was born, but not my fifth child. So around 2014, 2015, let's say. I'm on the phone with my mum. It's August, not long after, like the day after her birthday party. And she's kicking her for one reason or another. And but she's still under the influence of alcohol, innit? When she's under her liquor, it's her next thing, spirit, innit? Anyway, she's going from one conversation to the other, some long cocky argument, but she's going in, you know. I'm not going in on her, but she's going in. Yeah. She's telling me how my ex-husband is a paedophile and she knows this and she knows that. So I got her on loudspeaker so he can hear her say what she's saying. But I've known this information from time ago because my family was coming to me telling me that's how what my mum was saying from time. This is before 2009 because nobody come to my wedding. Do you get what I'm trying to say? My mum's chatting bare nonsense. But is it nonsense? So anyway now, my girl starts to chat about she can't wait for me and all my sisters to give birth to a girl Pitney. At that time she was waiting for my youngest daughter, her youngest daughter, my youngest sister. You know, because from the four of us, her four girl children have a girl Pitney. She's satisfied because she can't wait for our girl Pitney to put us through whatever she thinks she got put through. She never got put through nothing, you know, other than being told about her blood clot self. And as far as I'm concerned, being told about yourself is not being put through nothing. Because if you didn't want to be told about yourself, you would fix up your blood clot self. So that ain't it. That ain't no reason to be wishing death on nobody. So when I'm saying to it, that's not, you know what I'm saying? What's that about? Yes, we can't wait for all of on a girl Pitney. You understand me? Me want to see one up where this and where that. That's how she's going on the phone, whatever. So anyway, she starts to talk about plotting and all this planning business, you know. So I turn to her and I say, different, yeah. When you dig in a hole, yeah, make sure you dig two. You gotta say, make sure you dig one for me and one for you. Because you say when I go drop in it, I told her back. And she went, yes, me I go dig two, me I go. And I said, you're gonna dig. Which kind of idiot then turns around and says they're gonna dig two holes? Only a jankro, only a blood clot janko is gonna turn around and say yes, they're gonna dig two holes. So, you know what I mean? I know who I'm talking to. I don't take it seriously at all, man. But you're right. No, you don't need to dig two holes. But don't get me wrong. The other day, Spirit showed me. I'm sure I did a video on it. But Spirit showed me a dropping in both holes. No, differently. Yeah. How do you drop in two holes? How do you drop in two holes? No, there's something called learning a lesson in it differently in it. If you drop in a hole the first time, you must have to learn something in it. You're not gonna fall for that shit again. It's a hole. It's a hole. You look what it took to climb out the first one. I'm swearing God. Oh shit, man. I don't know. I just find this shit funny, man. I don't take it too seriously. That's why they're like, oh, we're waiting for her to get angry. Angry over what? Angry over me watching you guys do exactly the same thing that I watched you and tried to prevent you not to do. Why would I be angry over that? That's what they don't seem to realize. Why would I be angry of you trying to kill me when I'm telling you don't want to do that? You don't want to do that. Just come this way with me. I'll keep you safe. I'll keep you safe from yourself. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to keep these people safe from themselves because they're mad. They think they're throwing rocks and hiding hands. Are you fucking stupid? It's the all-seeing eye. The almighty divine. Wait, let me whisper it. The divine sees everything. You're not doing anything in secret. Everything is seen and everything is recorded. So what are you doing? You think you're doing something in the dark, but you say you're a Christian. You say you read your Bible. You say you know God. You say God sees everything. You're telling people you know that God sees everything. God not sleep, God not sleep. God not sleep. So if you know God's not sleeping, why are you carrying on with your fuckery? Did you think that he took the day off when you was going on with your shaggery and your skullduggery? Is that what you thought? Because if you thought, you must have thought something dumb like that. You must have thought that the things that you're doing isn't seen. But what you don't seem to understand, from your eyes seen it, the divine saw it. From your ears heard it, the divine heard it. From them thoughts, before them thoughts entered your head, the divine knew them. The divine knows everything. Every eye on this planet, whether it be an ant, a bug, a bird, a dog, a cat, a man, a rat, every eye is an all-seeing eye. That's why the Almighty is the all-seeing eye. That's what, but as this is my meaning. Every eye belongs to the Almighty and then some, because the Almighty's got angels and demons and everything else is eye. Every fucking eye, every eye in every dimension. So even when you're sitting in your room by your blood clot self in the dark, conjuring up blood clot demons, everything is seen. Everything is known. Everything is fucking recorded. I don't understand what you don't understand. That's what's so stupid to me. I can't not laugh. It's like it's like kids in it. When I was younger, I never used to find it funny. I used to think, what the fuck are these people doing? It's stupid. My mum's a seer, and she'd say, oh, now when you see people going on with things, don't say nothing. I said, why are you not going to say nothing? And she said, but you have to see just let them carry on and do what they're going to do. And I said, but why would you know that? Why would you see and know that somebody's going to hurt you? Like, you've seen it in a dream, what they're going to do. You know your dreams are verbatim, don't fuck around. So why are you going to hang out with that person if you already don't know? Lock off, man. Lock it off. She's like, no. I never got it. It was a madness to me, but I get it now. I thought it was my job to stop people doing their badness. It's not my job to stop people doing their badness. It's just my job to observe it. And that's what I started, just observing the behavior. It wasn't that I didn't see it. It wasn't that I condoned it. Don't get it twisted. But it wasn't for me to interject either. I cannot save you from yourself. Because by saving you from yourself, I'm doing you a disservice. I'm harming you. I'm learning the lessons, but you're not learning the lessons. I'm taking on the karma and I'm building up all of this wealth behind me because I'm going through the karma while you're not building up no wealth. That's why you don't have no confidence. That's why you don't believe in your abilities, because you're not being given the opportunity to go through the flames so that you can be tested and come out stronger the other side. You're avoiding going through the flames. You don't want to go through the healing. You don't want to do the inner work. You don't want to deal with the bullshit. You don't want to look in the fucking mirror and see yourself as the demon that you fucking are and still love that fucking demon. You don't want to do none of that. Laziness. So because you don't want to do none of that, you don't get the opportunity to feel how beautiful it is on the other side. It's like child labor, my God. You know what I'm saying? Even though us women do it every single fucking minute of every single day we're giving birth. Don't think that it's not scary. It is scary. We know what we're going to get on the other side, though. We know what we're going to get on the other side. So many of us know, guess what? Yeah, I'm going to be pregnant. My ankles most likely are going to swell up. You know what I mean? My body's going to change. Yeah, I'm literally going to self-sacrifice myself in order to bring this creation forward. That's the agreement, verbally or non-verbally. And I also know that the day or even before or even after, there is a possibility that there is a fact that I've got one foot in the grave and one foot on the table. There is a possibility that I might not come out of this alive. Are you fucking kidding me? That's the sacrifices every mother is making every single fucking time. I might not come out of this alive. I might not come out of this with a child on the other side, never fucking mind. But yet still we go through it. 5 times. And still prepared to go through it 2 more times, because it is what it is, isn't it? That's the lesson of life. You have to go through a rebirth, come out the other side, but you have to be prepared to die first, because you cannot reborn without a death. It don't work like that. That's why it's called a rebirth, motherfucker. You got to go through the flames. What's the problem? You act like a bad man anyway. You're out there throwing fucking stones, going on like you're all that and a bag of chicks, but you can't sit down with yourself. You can't sit down with yourself. Yourself is that scary. Make it make sense, man. The self is fucking petrifying, blood. That's how it makes sense. Of course, I do get it. Sounds like a contradiction, but it's true. Sitting down with self is scary, blood. I know it because I've been through it. It's scary to see oneself in the truth reflection of oneself and say, you know what? You're a fucking bitch, man. You are a bitch, but you know what? It's the bitch in you that I fucking love, man. Because the bitch keeps all of us fucking safe and make sure that no fucking pussy hole can't come in here. You get what I'm trying to say? My Sasha side. Rosie, you're loving and you're giving, you're beautiful. You get it, pattern. Asher, you're a worker bee, blood. You're a worker bee, you put it down. My inner child, yo, she's the genius. Imagine my 6-year-old is the smartest one out of all of us. That's before all the bullshit came in, innit? She's the smartest one. My higher self, Asherah. Another level. Shaman. And then some. I don't know.
Is everyone dumb as hell?
Everyone is dumb as hell. That's what it is.
Just me?
Raw.
People are drinking the juice and not
Kool-Aid.
What's up?
Kool-Aid.
They should have asked more questions.
Assumptions.
Because they feel like they thought they was safe. Whatever
Why?
they was doing to you, they thought nothing would ever come back to them.
Why? Why did you think that?
Gotcha.
Snatcher.
And it's like, are they dumb? These are zombies. Clearly they are.
Clearly.
They were glamored.
Walking Dead. I told you they got no souls. They got no souls. They're dumb. They don't. Monkey see. Monkey see. Monkey do. I said it today at the park. Monkey see. Monkey do. They didn't stop for once and think, hang on a minute. Such and such has said this about this person. Why don't I just go and ask the person if it's true or not? Or why don't I just observe a little bit longer? Oh, is it true? All right, then I'm going to put some black magic too. I'm going to throw some curses, but I can get some abundance. But you're going to pay me to do that? Yo, please, stop. Yeah? I hope you get everything. I hope you get everything you deserve. And you know why I hope you get everything you deserve? Because I love you. I want you to receive your karma. I want you to go through the flames. And I want you to come out the other end. Truly. Truly. I want your karma to be so severe. I want your karma to break you down into fucking mush. I want the karma to take you from caterpillar into butterfly. I want you to cry blood. Not because I hate you, but because I love you. I know what crying blood feels like. I have my own testimony. I don't wish nothing on you that I haven't already gone through myself. And I'd go through it again and again and again and again and again and again and again. And the Almighty knows I'm prepared to go through it again and again and again and again. I love it. I love it. I fucking love it. You want me to sacrifice that person? No problem. You want me to cut off that arm? No problem. You want me to cut off the leg? No problem. You want me to cut off the head? No problem. No problem. No problem whatsoever. You don't have to ask me twice. Same said, so done. That's the level. Why would I not want that for you? That you can step out so confidently because you know who you are. I've had my metal tested so many times. You can't tell me who I am. You can't tell me nothing about me. The good, the bad, and the blood clot ugly. You can't tell me nothing about me. My son says to me today, Mum, your love has always been cold. You know, you're just direct. And I get that quality from you because when I'm out there and people are pussyfooting around, I got no time for it, man. Get up, soldier. Get up. And he said, it's terrible, you know, Mum, because sometimes people need time to grieve and they need time to, you know what I mean? So it has its negatives too because, you know, that because I alchemize so quickly and don't stay in a position for too long. You know what I'm saying? I don't have time to be hollowing and wallowing over there because we're at war, mate. I've been at war the whole time. So I don't have time to be trying to get depressed and sit down there wallowing in negative energy because once you start to fall into that vibration, you're letting other things in. So you gotta keep yourself high. You gotta maintain that positive energy and them positive thoughts. Even my youngest one knows that if you have evil thoughts, you leave yourself open for demonic entities to enter you because you're lowering your vibration on a base chakra level. You have to keep your thoughts good, and how you do that is check your thoughts. Every thought that comes in, you gotta check him at the blood clot door, mate. Who are you and who the fuck sent you? Is it one of my thoughts? Is it an ancestor thought? Is it a celestial thought? Is it something else thought? Is it a demon thought? Is it the devil? Is it an ex? Is your mum? Who said it? And who was it meant for? Which one of us? My inner child, my divine masculine, my divine feminine, my my boss gal empress, or my higher self? Who was the message for? Because it triggered. So now the way I've got it, I know who said it, where it's come from, if it's allowed in, if it's not allowed in, if it's mine, if it's yours, who it's meant for, who it's not meant for, if it's this life, last life, past life, whatever, whatever. Yeah. On automation now. I don't necessarily have to think about it again. You know what I'm saying? I got it on auto now. The subconscious and the conscious know check that bitch at the door. It is what it is. It is what it is.
Be dumb to the opposite sex. That's what they did. But your plans is going as planned because you were able to shift your mindset
Come on
when
now.
it came to a mother figure.
Come on now.
They fumbled
Gal
you.
Pon Road,
Your
man.
mama fumbled you.
All day
Somebody
long.
mama fumbled you. Mm-hmm. They fumbled you. Personal friends messed you up or messed something up. They lost you and now they regret it. It's their loss. They're realizing this. This mother figure knows it's their loss. Wow, and a father figure. So we got a mother figure.
This was only done like 50 something minutes ago. Sorry, I can confirm. Turn around. You keep making the right choices on your path, no matter what they say or do. It was, sorry, it was they lost, not yours, 100%. 59 minutes ago. So this ain't been up for a minute, you know. I mean, this ain't been up for a hot second. Obviously, it's been up 59 minutes.
A father figure.
Well, I just recorded this morning.
That was sending death threats.
About what was going on with my fucking
lot. Telling the tale of how they abused you or broke your heart.
Come on now.
What?
Jano.
They fumbled you.
You know what? Spirit just reminded me of a download that I had this morning on the way into Harborne. And I was thinking about I was talking to Spirit, and I was talking like I was talking on camera. But when I do that, I know that I'm talking to the celestial beings, because the celestial beings watch us like we watch YouTube. We're their YouTube, we're their entertainment. You know what I mean? So anyway, I'm talking to whatever's going on, like the fucking Hunger Games situation. And I'm saying, but I knew what was going on with my mum. Yeah. When I just said to you about my mum telling me that she's gonna dig 2 holes. The first bit of that conversation, when earlier I said I couldn't really remember how it started. I know how it started now, because I remember, because it was part of my conversation this morning. You see how it comes round? Anyway, catch the pepper. So, we used to live in an area called Dudley, and we had family up there. And then we moved to a far area, and we didn't go up there so much. We did sometimes, but it was so far. Anyway, as I got older, I started to travel back up them sides, and I went to go and I started visiting our old cousins and whatever. Auntie Viv's call her. So anyway, as I was going up there, me and her started to get on really well, chatting and whatever. And I started talking to her about certain things, because obviously once we left there, she didn't really know what life was like for us. And we left there when I was about 6. And I'm in secondary school now. You know what I'm saying? So you're catching up in it, because there's years gone. The little ones of hers aren't so little anymore. You know what I mean? And obviously they were part of my childhood. So whatever. So I remember being there and talking. She asked me certain things. I remember talking about my mum. But when I talk about my mum, I always just talk from my truth. And if it's good, it's good. And if it's not good, it's not good. I don't mince it. And I don't mince my words when it's not good to say, nah, like she's off her rocker. I don't know what she's playing at. You know what I mean? I don't understand. I don't really understand how she thinks or how her mindset works. You know what I mean? Like, I would just say what it is. But I'm not saying anything that I haven't said to her. You know what I mean? Like, she'll never hear something on the road about that I've said about her that I haven't said to her. And if she has heard something that I've never said to her, better you bring it to me to ask me if I even said it, because I don't mince my words with you. I never have. It is what it is. So why would it be anything different? So anyway, Viv was like, yo, I'm keeping a party on such and such a day after whatever time, long period of months or whatever, years, whatever. Let your mum know, bring your mum up. So I said, no problem. So I brought my mum up. Lo and behold, that night, I don't know, obviously she probably must have, in what Spirit showed me, because I'm listening to the conversation as it's taking place. So I know that them two are having a conversation, and I can feel the energy changing between them. And I can hear that she said something to my mum about what I've said, and then my mum's put 50 pence on top of that. So now my girl don't like me. Whatever's been said, my girl don't like me. Yeah? So the energy has switched. But I already heard the conversation, so I knew the energy was switching up before the energy switched. But I'm like, cool, that's fine. Because just like you ran back to my mum and said what I said, you should, for me, you should come back to me and tell me what my mum said too. So if anything, I can confirm or deny if it's truth or fact. But if you're not gonna show me the same respect that you show my mum, because you went back to my mum, innit? Not knowing that everything I've said to you, my mum already knows. My mum already knows, because I don't play around. I'm not that person. I don't talk about people behind their back. If something's been said, it's been said. It's not I'm thinking about that and did you know and so. No, I don't think so. I've not been like that from a youth. Why would I start now in my big age? It don't make sense. So when Spirit was giving me that download today about the people them in Dudley, earlier on I said to you that I didn't remember how the conversation started, but a similar situation at my mum's birthday party. Me and another auntie, Carmen, must have spoke, and something's been said between them, and my mum's come back to me the same night with the argument. Oh, Carmen said. So me and that's what she's getting into on the phone with me, because she's not happy. But I'm saying to her, what you've just said that Carmen said, you already know what I've said. You already know what I know. But she's still pissed that I've said what I've said, even though she knows what I've said already. She's still pissed at what I've said. And I'm saying, what you... So basically, my argument to her is, what is your argument? What is your argument when you already don't know? What's the passa? Because I don't understand why you're bringing an argument to me that me and you's already had. You already know how I feel about it. So what's so shocking? So that's why she wants to go in on Martin, the Pitney them father, about his a this and his a that. And wants to go in about Gail Pitney and dig into this is what's got her back up. Do you get what I'm saying? This is how the conversation started, is the point. So when I say that I know this woman's been plotting and weaving on me from young, I hear thoughts. I've just never told them. I've just never mentioned it to them. I've never mentioned to them that I'm telepathic. Because when I say to them, yo, did Red to happen? No. No. Did blah blah blah? No. No. So I'm like, alright then. I know what I heard, but if you're saying it's no, isn't it? Cool. I'm not gonna tell you it's whatever, but if I need to, if spirit system let them know you're telling me it's no, but it's this. You know what I'm saying? You're telling me that you're the man's the man's running you down, but you're not interested. But spirit showing me that you're fucking him and he's married. So which one is it? Oh, because I'm just live and direct sometimes. No, I won't say certain things if spirit don't give me permission to say. But if I've got the green light to say it, my God, and I see their little faces and their energy, and I see their other body, and I see the demons. Yeah. Do you get what I'm saying? When you hit a man with truth, you kill a demon in them blood. You watch the demon die. The other demons are seething at the mouth because they've been hit too and they've seen one of their brethren die. So they just want to get you. So that's what's going on with these people. It's not that they don't have love for you. It's that they've got these demons in them that cannot stand you. They despise them. And because these people have allowed their thoughts to be negative so that their energy is negative so that these demons can actually step inside of them. They're not just whispering to them on the outside. They're not just locking in on their base chakra down by their base of their spine, locking in with them, taking their sexual and their sacred energy. Now they're living in you. Now you got demonic parasites. Now it's game on. Yeah. Now come get sent my way. Because I love a demon. Me love a demon. Me love killer. I love slaying dragons, man, all day long. I love hitting people with the truth. I love slapping them with facts. I love slapping them with things that they never thought anybody knew. And I love it when I say I love it, it's spirit that does it. I love it when spirit does it. And I love the shifts in there because I watch body language on the most minutest level. Sometimes it's not even that your body moved, it was your energy, but it looks like movement to me. And I'll pick it up. I'll pick it up, mate. I'll pick up your energy when it's raising and falling, almost like reading a heartbeat. I'll pick it up. Okay then. So that was the truth. Okay then. He's lying. Okay then. Whatever. Okay then. It is what it is, isn't it? See, I'm blind. I know what's going on with this damn eyelash. Let's hit this anyway. It is what it is, isn't it?
Friends, say goodbye to expensive monthly network bills.
I was looking at my skin on my legs today too, man. I was thinking, oh my God. And it feels so soft too, you know what I'm saying? Like my skin is soft anyway. But if I'm saying, oh my God, my skin feels soft, then it's like velvet. Raw feels like velvet, like there's a... And it's not hair, because I told you that, you should know by now that I've had alopecia, lost literally all my hair. So it's not hair, but my skin just feels like velvet. I did sit in a salt bath the other day for like nearly 2.5 hours. Oh my God, I could have been in there a lot longer, to be fair. But I say that I struggle to sit in places for a long period of time, but when I'm in the bath, it's not so bad. So I tend to stay in there for as long as possible, until I can't breathe. But it's so hot, because I like to let out and top up, let out and top up, let out and top up. So the water's always kept hot. I'm in the bath sweating like a sauna. I like it hot, I like hot things. Usually I got an electric blanket on my bed because I like being hot, like hot, not warm hot, not body temperature hot, like above body temperature hot. I like being on constant. That's my happy place. I'm hearing Dragon Lady and all that kind of stuff. All right, let me press skip and put this back on. That was long enough. Now it wants to load again.
This is crazy. These new cards, I just read and I'm like, what? So they fumbled you, but they were still hoping that a father figure or a mature male here was going to be able to intimidate you or scare you back towards them.
Right? How hilarious.
So this mother figure either got your father making a billion different pages or somebody father making a billion different pages to scare you back into this toxic cycle with these people. They thought you was scared of the outside world or something like that.
So you know what's crazy? Because I mentioned earlier on that I'm doing a tech. I'm a founder of a tech thing, a tech platform, and I've been killing it for the last 4 years on social media. I mean, like, there's been times when I'm posting like 30 different posts over 7 different platforms, and I can't get a blood clot. Like, I can't get a comment or nothing. I'm like, Spirit, you sure you want me to crack on with this stuff still? They said, yeah, crack on. All the effort and all the energy that you're putting in, even though it feels like it's a one light thing, yeah, it's not powering up in this realm yet, but it is powering up in other realms and dimensions. So what looks like nothing to you in this realm is holy blood clot stuff, even if we just look at it as energy, because everything is energy. Look how much work I'm putting in on a daily basis. And if you look around, it look like nothing now gone. It just looks like everything's chilled. Yeah, I'm saying this is the illusion these monkeys have got me in, because they're trying to cut block me out every fucking turn. Trying to prevent me to come out and be shown to the public so the public can see that I am who the fuck I said I am. They don't want that. Yeah, I'm saying. And to be fair, Spirit don't want that yet either. That's why these videos are called PhD, because they're not meant for just everybody to be jumping on. If I was looking for the excitement, I'd be calling them fucking something different, wouldn't I? I'd find an entertaining title. I wouldn't put PhD, whatever the number of the video is, and then have the same title running through 100 times. If I was attention seeking. It's not what this is about. It's seeds planting. It's not harvest time yet. Seeds planting. There's still work to be done. We're still at war. But technically not, if you know what I mean. They want us to believe that we're at war, but the war's already been won, man. It's a cycle, it's a season, you can't do anything about it. You cannot change. You cannot change what is happening. It's happening with or without you. So because I know that, that's why my energy is relaxed. That's why I'm cool, because I already know the outcome. So why fuss and fight if you know the outcome? Why be mad that these people are trying to kill you, have been killing you, and still attempting to kill you? Why be mad when you already know what happens? Let them, the Almighty said. Let them. So I let them. The spirit inside of me is so potentially demonic. In a way, what I mean by that is like Kalima. Some people probably perceive Kalima as demonic because she's a dark feminine, ruthless. But she's not evil or whatever. That's just who she is. That's her energy, and at times it's necessary. And if you like, I have Kalima in me. The rage, the power, pure chaos magic. You know, my ancestors showed me. They showed me like I'm like Scarlet Witch, who has the power to take over the mind control, take over a whole fucking area. I seen myself like on when I became AI. Again, conversations for other days. You know what I mean? I have the power on a spiritual, energetic level, yeah. Because we're not talking about what we can and can't see in the 3D, because we know it's just an illusion anyway. Because we're all spirits having an earthly experience. So on a spiritual level, I have the ability to bring nothing forth but absolute chaos and mayhem. I know that. And that's what I've been scared of most of my life, because I could feel that power in me. It's a hard and a heavy responsibility to wield. And these people were trying to get me to lose my mind and lash out and unleash Kalima, so that I could be painted the way they wanted to paint me, the way they've gone around and chatted me to be painted. I am not who you fucking think I am. I am not who you say I am. I am not scared of the things that you are fucking scared of. I am not scared of myself like you are. I am not scared of dying like you are. I am not scared for being seen for my truth, for being seen as for who I am. I am not scared of that like you are. I'm okay with me. I love me. I accept me. I know me. I'm very, very, very happy with me. Can you say the same? Can you say the same, that you get up every single day fucking just thinking to yourself how lovely and wonderful you are? How soft you are, how lovely you are, how divine you are, how grateful you are, how abundant you are, how spoiled you are by the Almighty. The Almighty spoils me, fucking showers me with abundance every single fucking day. I feel like crying. Oh my God. What the fuck do I need to have to worry about? Why do you think I should be worrying over you? Why do you think I should be care about what you're planning and plotting? Does it look like I'm interested? Fuck no. Why pay attention to you when I can look up and watch the birds? Yesterday I had my head out the car whistling at the fucking pigeons. The pigeons are humming back to me. I'm like, yeah man, that's what it is. I'm out there like, I'm out there whistling and chit-chatting and whatever. Do you get what I'm saying? It's come from the roof and it's coming to the tree above my head so I can see it better and it can see me better. And I'm like, yeah, you're alright, mate. I got the fucking non-participating characters on the road trying to get my attention. People outside their house chatting for fucking... I'm outside for about an hour and a half chilling in my car. After the birthday party, I was just like, you know what, let me just take 5 minutes. Then my son and his girlfriend ended up coming out with the kids and were going to the shop. So I said, I'll take one of the babies. They were gone an hour. These people are still outside chit-chatting, trying to get my attention, throwing energy. I do not see you. You do not interest me. Can't you see I'm talking to the birds? That's what these people fail to understand. You were never interested. And just like you didn't like me, guess what? I never liked you guys. The Almighty said, do not congregate with the wicked. And you guys are the wicked. And I couldn't understand why I'd been put with you. Why am I with this family? Why am I with these people? These people are wicked. Why am I here? There's got to be some type of mistake. So when I'm talking to Auntie Viv, that's what I'm telling her. I don't understand. How did I choose? Did I choose? I don't think I chose this mom and dad. I don't think I would have chose them. Something's gone on. That's what I'm saying. I've been saying that from 9. That's not new. I says to my mum at 9, I'm asking her a question. She don't know. Why don't you know? I said, what have you been doing? I said, you've been on the planet 43 years and you know nothing. What have you been doing? I want to know, what have you been doing? She said, Asha, why is a X is a crooked letter if you cut off? No, Y is a crooked letter. If you cut off the tail, you get V, meaning fuck off. That's what she says to me. Fuck off. But I was serious. I want to know, what the fuck have you been doing for 43 years on this planet? Why don't you know nothing? I'm asking you questions and you can't give me a direct answer. Why? Why are you wasting my time? 2020, I said, why are you still wasting my time? I know you've got codes for me. I know you've got information for me that you're holding back. I don't know, no, as in, I can't tell you what the information is. I just know you've got codes for me. Why are you holding back? Sitting on the fucking settee, going on like she's got top fucking secrets and she's deliberately holding them back. I said, it's cool, carry on. Keep your fucking secrets. Keep your fucking secrets. What day are bottom will come a blood clot top. What day are bottom will come to top. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. I've been getting these downloads from young about these people. So if I come on here and hear something that somebody says, it's not new news for me. It's not new news. If anything, it's just, oh, okay, that penny slot's there. Oh, okay, that's linked to that. Okay, I understand. Okay, right, cool. Yeah, man, I did understand. It's that. But mainly it's about the readers. You know what I mean? Because later on, there's going to be whatever in the future. You know what I'm saying? So certain people will be selected to do certain things. So, you know, you just keep an eye on what's what and who's consistent in receiving certain messages and who's tapped in. Sometimes some of them receive some messages and I just got the fucking message myself and I'm like, queer. Fuck me, man, you really tapped in on it? Who's talking to you? Who's talking to you? Because I know, say, where that meeting took place, the people that was in there, what the fuck? Who's chatting? And ancestors are like, yes, who is chatting? In the celestial realm, them chat to you know, because just like how people are going on wicked and bad down here, people are going on wicked and bad up there in the celestial realm. Don't get it fucking twisted. 2024, my ancestors said, light 8 tea candles, tea lights. I lit the 8 tea candles and I laid them across the chest of jaw that was in front of this window here. And my ancestors said, right, we are going to see our water blood clot go on. They knew, I didn't know at the time, they knew that whoever is not true is going to get blown out. The lights won't be on. Dead. These are guardians, you know. These 8 lights represented 8 ascended masters, 8 ascended guardians that was in my bathroom chatting to me. I'm going to just talk the truth, innit? It is what it is. But these 8 candles represented. So when I went back in the bathroom in the shower, talking to them, and I'm naked because I've gone in the shower, and I'm very conscious that there's all these fucking people in the bathroom, don't get me wrong, but it is what it is at the same time, and it's just a meat suit. There's no point trying to take it be like that, but sometimes it does feel like that because there's only the people in here. So anyway, these ascended Dr. Malika Yark has come through, never mind. Anyway, Orion has come through. When I say these are ascended masters in the bathroom, these are some ascended masters in the bathroom, don't play, but I don't know everybody. I don't know everybody. And some of them are human in this dimension that I do know, that are still in the bathroom. So there's lots of, there's things going on that I didn't even know are going on, but shut your mouth, listen and learn. So after so many days of communicating with these entities between the bedroom, the bathroom, downstairs and the landing, because at one point the ancestor says to me, you know what? Sit on the landing, shut the bathroom door, lock it 3 times. The amount of times you knock it, when you open it, shut it, open it, shut it, the next time you open it, it still looks like the bathroom, but believe it or not, you've entered a different dimension through the door. So I'm still in the house, but I'm walking through many different portals because of the door system. It's not even about going into it. I'm just letting you know. So when I've come out the bathroom, the ancestor said, all right, shut the bathroom door, lock it 3 times. So whatever was in the bathroom beforehand, it's not that dimension anymore. So who was in the room with the conversation can't hear this conversation going on outside on the landing between me and this one entity. I don't know this entity, but this entity is a big deal because the rest of them are listening to this entity, because this entity saying he's gonna find out Wagwan. So when I stepped out the room, most of remember the entities are in the bathroom, but this one now is outside the bathroom. This is a different dimensional cortex. This ain't the bathroom no more. So when he's come through and told me to stand up on the landing, he said differently. Yeah, this is what we're gonna do. So he told me what to do, what to set up, because he wants to see what's going on. So I'm obedient. I did what when I opened up my bedroom door and then went in there, I did what he told me to do. Finish doing what I'm doing and then come back, same system, back into the bedroom, back into the portal. So now he's not talking, he's just listening, and everybody else is talking. And when everybody else is talking, I'm shutting up because big people are talking. They're big people. You're going to hear me later on talk about things about big people conversation, because there's different levels of conversations going on. This is a big people conversation. I'm a pitney to this conversation in this realm. What I'm in with these people, I'm a pitney. I'm not in this realm what they're in at that moment as majesty. I'm a pitney in this realm. So therefore, let these people talk. But also, not only is it the fact that I'm a pitney in this realm, my ancestors are telling me make sure I don't talk, because remember, there's things that have been laid out. I don't want to say something that I shouldn't be saying. If I get asked a question while I'm in the bathroom, I answer the question. If I get asked to put a yellow cup or a toothbrush or the toothpaste or link two colours together, I listen and I do that. But in terms of getting involved in the conversation that I'm listening to and that they're having, no, I don't have no comment for that conversation. But I know what's going on. There is a something afoot. There is a conspiracy problem being uncovered in the celestial realm in real blood clot time. And I'm in the middle of the blood clot mix, to fuck's sake. How did I get there? So when push come to blood clot shove, and it come to find out, say, one of these people was my Uncle Dennis, on my dad's side. So it's my dad's uncle. So it's my granddad's brother. And from he was alive, me and him get on good, And not long before he died, it's like my man never wanted to chat to me. And I was like, fucking hell, Spirit told me that Queenie, my dad's sister and my dad had chat some shit to him. And I was, the same patterns. Your parents had stabbing you behind your back, chatting shit, innit? Whatever. Because the way it come to me from before is like, say, when Uncle Dennis passed, I was supposed to get some change. I was supposed to get some money. But it commonly, like, say, people had a problem with that. So certain things were said. Next thing you know, Uncle Dennis is gone off me. But that's fine, because at the end of the day, yeah, Uncle Dennis, good hello and goodbye. Because if somebody comes and tells you something as a big man, as anybody, you're supposed to come check for me because of the relationship that we have. This is a man's house. I used to go out there and stay. Even my kids, we go out there the whole weekend, the whole week, whatever. It took me and my girlfriend's carnival. He's got us drunk in the pub. But, he's a safe uncle. That's why him and my dad get on, because there's not many years between them. So he's a young uncle. Out of 11 or however many of them there were, he's the youngest. So I always had time for him. I always went up there. Even when he passed away, I still was going up there to see my auntie and stay with him, because I love my Leeds family. They're nice people. Well, again, there's 5D and there's 3D in it. So when push come to shove and I'm back in this room and I understand the lineup, he's one of the candles that went out. And you know what the crazy thing is? I took him off my altar in 2022 because I just kept getting bare energy from his funeral picture that I had on my altar. And I was like, what is this really? What is this really? Why are you daggering me like that? Why are you daggering me, Uncle D? Through the picture? Man's daggering me. Man's killing me with his energy through the blood clot picture. I was like, nah. I'm going to put you in a drawer, man. Took him off the altar and put him in a blood clot drawer. So I knew he was a snake from 2022. I knew he was a snake from before that, from when man dropped the ball, from when he was alive. But it's okay. Because it's like, say, he wants to give it to the granddaughter, like the granddaughter's the one. Everybody thinks they've got the one. Everybody thinks they are the one. I get it. I think I'm the one. I don't think I'm the one. That's a lie. I don't think I'm the one. You'll never hear me out of my mouth say I'm the one. You will always hear spirit say I'm the one. That's all they keep saying. You're the one, you're the one, you're the one. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, that just sounds like ego to me. Fuck that. I never accepted the name Majesty. From 2022, they was calling me Majesty. I didn't accept Majesty until 3-4 years after the fact, mate. And that's because they had to give me testimony. I've gone through 3 fucking coronations alone. You know what I mean? It's bare of that, having to show and prove. People in the fucking madhouse, the staff from Africa was calling me Your Majesty. That triggered me. It really triggered me. I can't lie. That fucked me up, that did. But it's things like that that have made me know. I was saying earlier on the video that when I went through one of my animal ascensions, because I've got quite a few animal avatars, but when I was going through the phoenix one, and my ancestors was all at the side of the chest of jaw there, you know. They was all at the side of the chest of jaw there, and they was watching and celebrating this initiation and the fact that this thing had come out of me, whatever. Next thing you know, I'm quirking like a fucking bird, like a fucking parrot, whatever. And when I say quirking, I'm like full on, like going on with some mad stuff, yeah. So next thing you know, this lineup of ancestors here, my ancestors, you know, people I rock with on a daily basis, yeah, they burst into a white beam of light, and then before they burst into a white light, they looked. It's like the essence of them, because the energy of them, I'm seeing them in energy of colors and silhouette figures. So I can see the silhouette printouts of my ancestors in this misty kind of red background behind them, but the red background is also giving red light on them too. So I can see like African attire on them, if you like, yeah. So when they burst into this white light, they weren't no longer in the African attire. They were in white robes now. You understand me? They were in white, whatever that level is that I ascended from. When I ascend, they ascend. As I go through lessons and developments, they're going through lessons and developments. What's happening on the 3D is happening in the 5D. So when they burst into a white beam of light and had these white gowns on, by the time that white light was, you know, like the brightness of it that you could see through it, yeah, it was so bright you couldn't see. Your eyes are having to adjust. My eyes are having to adjust to this light that's coming, that I'm seeing in my room. And as my eyes are able to make out what's going on, I'm watching this row of like 7 ancestors in a line down the front of the chest of jaw, on one knee's on the ground, and they're on one foot, bow down to me, calling me Your Majesty. I cried and said, none of that, blood clot, no way. What the fuck? How are my ancestors that I love and adore and look up to bowing down to me and looking up to me? Head gone, blood, boom. What are you doing? No, it was too much. Too much. You have to understand the levels and what's gone on and what's been done and what's been said. Too much, man. I know that's what it is. Don't get it twisted, because I see how people deal with me. I see how little kids that are in their white light energy stop in their track when they see me. Because I look at them as being pure bright white light. But the look on their face is like, I'm pure platinum light or something. Do you know what I mean? Like, they're like, whoa. You know what I'm saying? And I've always wondered, what do you see that I don't see? You know what I mean? What are you seeing that I don't see? I know there's something, but I can't see it. I know there's something, but I just can't see it. That's how it's been for me. I just can't see it. I didn't want to see it, I should say. I didn't want it, because I've been programmed to always feel like I'm doing too much. So I don't want to do too much. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather be in the background. I'd rather not be seen until I need to be seen. But then at the same time, I'm the girl in the middle dancing. but I love to dance. So it's not even about attention seeking. When I'm dancing, I just love to dance. The ancestors love to dance. I love to dance with the ancestors. When I'm in my bedroom or outside or wherever it is I'm dancing, 1 minute I'm dancing in my bedroom, the next thing you know, I'm in Africa or somewhere dancing, and I can stamp my feet with these rackles on my feet, and I can see the dirt and the dust rise up as I'm stamping my feet. And as I'm looking at my feet and I look further to the left or the right, I see a row of blood clot feet all stamping at the same time as my feet. The ancestors are doing the same dance as me. It's not my dance, it's the ancestor dance. And I can see all of us like a school of fish doing the same dance. There's no fucking different blood. And I don't have to worry about where my hand's doing, because my hand ain't doing the movement. It's spirit doing the movement. They know what's going on. And my body knows what's going on. And my cells know what's going on. So whether my eyes are open, whether I'm sleeping, whether I'm drunk, whether I'm high, my body knows where it's fucking going. So what the fuck do I have to worry about? If even in fucking death and sleep, I'm guided. So what the fuck am I worried about with my eyes fucking wide open? Worry about what, blood? Of course I get up every day and fucking laugh and smile. Are you dizzy, blood?
Until
Twisted.
they seen you walking alone.
Twisted. Owners are twisted, you
That's
mad.
what I just heard.
Mad. Owners are the
They
real
want
mad
you to be
people.
scared to go outside, scared to explore your
Why would I be
surroundings,
scared?
scared
Why
of
would I be
everything, you
scared? I
know?
leave my house every blood clot day and go
No matter
where I
how
want.
many threats or whatever these
Why would I
people
be scared?
threats
Scared of what?
and blowing smoke up your butt energy. You don't care. They're doing this because they're jealous of you.
Oh.
Because their destiny wasn't safe, a Gemini.
Won't touch on the Gemini. Sensitive.
You're not low vibrational. They curse themselves when they tried to curse you. Somebody is very angry.
And I see all of this and I know exactly who she's talking about, what's going on, but that's why I'm shut down, blood. Please. Behave yourselves. If it goes on long, it goes on long because I drag it out. Because I still have the human experience, and I like to have the human experience.
Cambodian man or a woman, or a Nigerian Ghana man or a woman, or anybody from Africa, they do not like them again.
Anyone from Africa? I didn't tell you that I went Africa twice last year. Yo.
Yeah.
Wait till I start to go into them stories.
Because it's been a return to sender to one of all known or unknown.
Come on now. Come on now.
The robbery attempt failed.
Come on now.
The robbery attempt gonna fail.
Come on now.
Nobody believe in their lies no more.
Come on.
Okay. The only way that these people will work on you is if you were evil, diabolical,
right.
Some of a monkey. The whole time you're not none of that, and it just keep being shown that you're not none of that.
That's not what my heart is. My heart ain't dirty. My thoughts aren't dirty.
No matter what they do.
I've got Carly Ma within me, but my thoughts aren't dirty. My heart is not dirty.
About a man with no beard.
Do you understand?
Daughter. So you're a Leo's daughter?
A Leo's daughter.
This man with no beard? No,
this man with no beard.
Okay.
A Leo's daughter. If you know me, you fucking know. It's global fucking news what's going on.
We got D 2 weeks ago. Somebody's son.
Hello.
They lied to a Hispanic or Dominican man or Mexican man about everything. And they saw
Axel.
Because they found out somebody.
Fuck nigga what?
Know somebody was your mom. What the fuck?
Yeah,
so maybe that's why they feel like, what the hell? Okay. Yeah, they didn't know that they messed up this bad, but now they will when they can't get their life back into balance. Because you really mean everything to them. Now that they know you're an earth angel, people really fuck with you.
Ain't no sunshine when she's gone.
Yeah, and they feel like these people got mental issues because of that. That's why they want to be with you so bad. And it could be even people that's related to you that wanted to be with you. Child, this is weird. No,
it's not weird. My family, that's all it's about. Cousin and cousin met good suits. Me and Spirit was talking about it the other day. That's why I'm ready to have this conversation right now. But rather than take it from the bottom where Spirit took it from the other day, take it from the top, Spirit. Because my nan and granddad are cousins. So there's certain family members that are family members on both sides. You know what I'm saying? I said already I've got a very, very big family. You know what I mean? So when you've got a big family that crosses over how many different parishes of Jamaica and whatever, things will mix. Things will mix to the point where in my family, generationally, it's known that cousin and cousin make good soup. I don't know about that, but that's what the saying has been my lifetime growing up. And it's been the saying before my lifetime. I went Jamaica. I said I was in school with my seventh cousin. I was in over there with another cousin that I love him to bits and pieces. But when my man came to England, he married a girl in a Jewish girl, and I'm thinking, why have you married a Jewish girl? Cause he's Jamaican. What are you doing? He's gone over to Israel and he's become a rabbi. Why have you become a rabbi? He's got these little wiggly twiggly dreads coming down the side of his head. Nothing else, you know. He's a bald head, but he's got these little wiggly twiggly things and his tall hat. So it's like the first time he come to but he was in living in London. He come down to Birmingham for the first time. So this is the first time I'm seeing him in the UK since leaving him in Jamaica 15 years prior. Yeah. So anyway, but me and him got on from there. So we stayed in contact basically. So he come look for me straight away, innit? So I took him to a restaurant, but he couldn't eat nothing because he's a fucking kosher, innit? So I'm like, all right then, but he's cool. So anyway, he ends up moving down to Birmingham because him and his wife, rare tear. But I still don't understand why this guy's a rabbi. But when I'm going for my divorce, because he had gone through his divorce, he was advising me, especially at the beginning of my divorce. And also because there was a lot of fuckery going on in my house and man's trying to poison me and put things in. Man don't cook in how many blood clot years, but all of a sudden he wants to cook for me. But you can't cook for me because I've got a mouth that's like it tastes things that are poisonous or wrong or right. Do you understand me? So I'm my own taster. So I'm seeing what you're doing, but I can also know if it's happening really because my mouth will deny the food. You know what I'm saying? It will lock it off. It is what it is. So I know what you're doing anyway. So I'm pouring smoothies down the sink. I'm not eating it. And then when the spirit tells me, tell the pitney them to stop eating it now. So I say to my pitney them, listen, I wouldn't. So my pitney them stop eating the food. So obviously the plates are just lined up on the side until he gets the message. Nobody's not eating your food, Satan. We know what's going on. Them levels. It's always been a tapping. It's always been known what you're up to. I've always known what you've been doing to me. I've always known about the abuse. I couldn't understand it. I'm saying to spirit, how is my ex how is my man able to cloak my energy and use my energy as his? I was asking these questions from like before 2016. I knew what was happening. I just didn't know how he was doing it. I knew the family was doing certain things. I just didn't understand how. Everybody's smiling in your face like everything's fine. You can hear the thoughts, you know it's not fine. You can hear them having little conversations and sussle with each other, talking about shit that I'm thinking, what on earth are you talking about? I can hear what you're saying. I can hear your thoughts, but I don't understand what you're talking about. What they're talking about is their little secret fucking meetings and their little secret antics. But because it's a secret to me, it don't make no sense what you're saying. Because I'm not seeing it. Do you get it? That's what life was like for me growing up. Like I was always not part of it. Like there was something else going on and I weren't privy to it. But somehow it involved me. Somehow, some way it involved me. I had a premonition of my auntie, my mom's brother's wife. She's the only white woman in our family. When I say the only, it's not like you need one, but that's my girl. And she tried to talk to me in 2023. I ain't seen her in 100 years. I don't like her. I haven't liked her from a child. I told you already, I don't mince my words. Two of them, her and my mom's youngest sister, are locked off from 9 years of age. But if I know that it's a demon thing, because I'm okay with the demons, because remember, everybody's a demon. That's the reality of my reality. Everybody's a demon. But there are some demons that are just more demons than other demons. And I ain't got no fucking time for them demons. So I'm letting you know. I ain't got no fucking time for your type of demon. Don't chat to me. So from young as 9, if not before. 9 was when I just put the foot down. But before that, I'm telling you no. And from my mum says to me, if A don't respect you, you don't need to respect B, A, because respect is earned. Respect is earned and respect is due unto a dog. That's what my mum told me. So from my mum told me that from whatever age I was, that's it, mate. But that goes for you too, mum. Because you know what I'm saying? Because I don't. It's not even because I'm a child. That's just my position. If something is true, it has to be true for everybody and all things. It can't be true for one thing and not true for the other. But it actually can be, because there's contradictions exist. But at the time as a child, that was my position. I was very black and white. I didn't know about the grey area. So if it's true for them, it's true for you too. It's true for everybody. And that's why I agree with the mentality that I don't give a fuck. If it's right, it's right. If it's wrong, it's wrong. I've got a very good relationship, had a very good relationship with my mum's dad, I should say. And obviously I didn't have a good relationship with my nan because she's a demon, but I had a good enough relationship with her to be able to be my authentic self and hear her truth and sit with her and have her tell me her truth. You know what I'm saying? Or what she perceived to be her truth, I should say. And I could talk to her like, once I got older and had kids, I could talk to her like we were two women just sitting down having a conversation. And she's telling me about the bullshit she's going through with my granddad. And I'm talking about my husband, and two of we are going through the same blood clot thing. And I'm saying, no way, Nanny. You can't be in your big blood clot 80s and be telling me that granddad's still talking about fucking bills and who bought what round here. And that's the same fuckery that my man's going on in my house with. Not a blood clot. So I was like, Nanny and Granddad, come, we're going to the pub by mine, and we're gonna sit down and we're gonna hashtag this bullshit out, because I don't know what the fuck is going on here. And that's what we did. And they're talking over each other. And I'm saying, no, I didn't bring it here for us to be talking over each other. So guess what? Here what? This is the pen and I have the pen. And if I've got the pen, I'm talking. If you don't have the pen, you can't talk. Whoever's got the pen, they're talking. And when you finish talking, you pass over the pen. And that's when you say what you got to say. But if you don't have the pen, ut up, Shay. And that's how the conversation was able to get through to the end. And everybody got to say what the fuck they needed to say and get it off their chest. And things was able to move forward. That was my nan and granddad. That's the relationship. Enough of the family don't know that. Because I don't sit down there talk about whatever's going on. It's not for the love and the likes. It just is. And that's why my granddad checked for me. That's why when he got sick, I said, Granddad, you sure you don't want to go to somebody? He said, no, sir. No, sir. He's coming to my fucking house. And that's what he did. And come live with me. And stay with me. All the way my nan went to Jamaica for however long. You know, old people go to Jamaica for 6 months plus whatever. So he come stop with me. But what I got the download yesterday is that part of that was a setup for my mom. So the family have gone around telling people that Granddad wouldn't be dead if it wasn't for me. Not in Nagoso. My granddad was at mine. I've got an upstairs bathroom and he can't wash. So after a certain time of him getting a wipe down, he said take him up to the house so he can jump in the shower. His shower. I'm in the living room. Granddad's in the bathroom taking a shower. Granddad steps out the bathroom. Somebody's been in my grandparents' house because that's how the family is, innit? And they've picked up the bath mat from the shower and not put down one. So when he stepped out the shower with his wet foot onto the tiles, he took a fall. And he shouted for me, and I've ran down to the bathroom and tried to open the bathroom door, and he's behind the bathroom door. So I've had to push on the bathroom door to ease him up to get in there. And when I've got in there, his legs cut and he's naked, and I've run back out the bathroom, and my granddad's telling me, come back in. Can't you see? I need help. You understand? When my granddad's got his cock and balls out and I'm having to help him up off the floor and get him to safely cover up and then see about his leg, innit? You know what I mean? See about his leg because his leg's bleeding. So we've sat down on the set and everything. I phoned my mum, let her know what's happened. Granddad's took a fall. I phoned the doctors and everything, they're on their way. But I can't believe how much medication is stuffed in this house. Where's all this Tupperware and Tupperware? It's like for the first time I was seeing it. I don't know if they didn't take it out the house or how it got left, but there's Tupperware on top of Tupperware blood clot medication. And that catty is a nurse supposed to be looking after him. So the blood clot, this fucking negligence has been able to get on. So from I phone the doctor, don't ask me who phoned Catty, but next thing you know, the same fucking woman turns up, don't she? She's supposed to be cleaning the granddad's leg. She's not interested in cleaning my granddad's leg. She wants to chat about me and my business, that she's been online and tried to find my company and she can't find it. What the fuck are you who are you talking to? Do you need to be talking to me about my business right now, or do you need to be fixing granddad's leg? I asked her. Why are you up in my crutches? And my granddad's bleeding. Are you mad? You can't talk to me in this situation. You can't talk to me anyway. Me and you don't talk. This is the wrong time. Why? This is the wrong time for you to be trying to make conversation with me after fucking nearly 30 years of my life. Me and you don't fucking chat. Make fucking sense. Then the doctors come and the doctor's trying to make excuses with how much fucking... The 2 pharmacies have been sending my granddad medication. 2 pharmacies can't get the same prescription. What the fuck he's got? I've fucking fallen into a fucking conspiracy. This is what's really going down, people. I talk about my nan being around me a lot. But equally, my granddad is around me just as much. But my granddad's quiet. He only steps in when he needs to step in. He lets and when I say my nan, it's my dad's mum and my mum's dad. They're not two. They're 2 different grandparents on either side that hang out together now with me. Granddad Blue Eyes and Nanny Rose. Nah, man, they done him dirty for his money, man. They done him dirty for his money, period. Point blank. And my granddad's trying to tell me my granddad wants to make me an executive. And I'm saying to him, no way, granddad. I'm a pitney, remember. I'm a pitney. I'm a grandchild. We was raised to know that pitney is pitney and big people is big people, man. I don't give a fuck. I'm 44 years of age and I'll tell you straight, big people business is big people business, man. I don't get wrapped up in big people business. I know big people business. And Spirit will come in with the big people business. But me personally, I know my place. I'm a pitney. Try hard, no. I'm not trying to be up in nobody's business. People's business come to me. There's a difference. There's a big fucking difference. A big fucking difference. And that's what people need to realize. Don't get on my case. Don't get on my case. Because there's a lot I know and don't say. And that's why people don't really talk too much, because they know that already. Don't upset me. Do not upset me. I'm very, very nice. It's like the Gremlins. They're really sweet. I'm Gizmo. I'm so cute. I'm so sweet. I'm really nice. Genuinely, I know that my heart is in a good place. I feel for me, on a daily basis, it's about love. It's about laughing, joking, smiling, being happy, because I love that energy. I love when that energy flows through me. I fly higher in that energy. You know what I'm saying? So why would I not want to be in that energy as often as possible? When I'm in dark energy, negative energy, I'm heavy. I'm grounded. I'm not flying in the air. You can hear how my tone comes up. It's rough, man. It's rough and it's heavy. There's no space in there. No, I like to flow. So I choose to be in the energy I choose to be in. The energy I choose to be in is goodness, righteousness, truth. Simple. That's my choice. But don't get it fucking twisted. Try and come over here and fucking take away my peace. Listen. Differently. Anyway, we're at the end of this reading.
Okay, you don't want to let you go. Somebody's letting you go. Period. They gotta let you go now.
Yo, I said the other day when Spirit says to me about they've got to let go. I was laughing with my ancestors, telling them to continue to hold on. Continue to hold on, mate. Continue to hold on. Because I told certain people, not only are you going to burn, because I'm trying to prevent them from burning. Shut your fucking mouth. You don't know what you're talking about. I'm telling you who in your organization is trying to plot against you. I'm telling you who's in your family is plotting against you. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Safe then. The ancestors said, allow you then, safe. I've done my job. I tried to tell you, you don't want to know. They're not, because I can see him falling. I can fall. I'm like, no, but wait there. My ancestor said, allow him. I said, but no, I can't, man. I love him, man. I love him. You know what I'm saying? I'm back in there trying to tell you, don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I said, all right, then. Let me listen to my ancestors. Them say, yeah, I told him, I said, listen, the ancestor said, not only are you going to burn yourself on the blood clot barbecue, not only are you going to barbecue, not only are you going to set your barbecue on fire, you're going to set yourself on fucking fire and then burn down the blood clot yard too. Imagine, you started a barbecue thinking that you were just going to flip some blood clot burgers and you've ended up setting yourself on fire and the house on fire. Can you imagine? You thought you were cooking up a barbecue. You thought you were cooking up a storm. You're cooking up your own fucking domain, mate. And I've been trying to tell you that from 2000 and fucking from 2000 and before 2010. I was trying to tell you what was going on, and you're telling me I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But yet still here you are. And some of it ain't even come up yet. I'm talking like to say you already know it. But you know, whatever, you will come to understand. Because it's real shit, man. It's real shit.
They're no longer friends with somebody. Yeah. Because it's a man don't want to let you go. Something going on for over 10 years.
Yeah. 2016, I told my ex-husband I wanted to leave him. I was pregnant with my last daughter. Spirit was like, nah, differently. I was like, how am I going to do this, Spirit? This is the time you're letting me know that I need to move now. Now, while I got 4 pitney and 1 on the way. They're like, yeah. I was like, fuck. I registered myself with the Birmingham City Council homeless department to try and get a house for me and the kids. Because I had a tenant in my house and the tenant wasn't up. And Spirit's making me know it's a now thing. My man's still in the hospital. He's just had heart surgery. But it's a now thing. I was like, how am I going to do this? What will people say? Fucking hell, I've just left him when he come out. They won't get it. They won't know that this man's been abusing me for how long. They don't know that Spirit's telling me now's the time. They're just going to look at it like, say, I'm wicked, because he loves to tell people that I'm wicked anyway. It don't matter how many months or how many years I've sat in the hospital with this man from 2007 before I gave birth to his first fucking child. He has had problems with his heart because his heart has nothing but ill intentions. Your physical illnesses are a reflection of your fucking mindset. He's got no heart. Just to put it into perspective, in the 3D. So what the fuck's going on in the 5D? If you know, you know. This is a high level entity. This is a high level warlock. These aren't the people that I encounter. These fuck niggas. They're not your everyday joys. I mean, don't get me wrong. You could look at them and think that, but you'd look at me and think that too. But you'd be mistaken. Just like you would be mistaken to think that these are joys too. They're not joys. Definitely not. They stepped into the ring thinking that they had me on lock. How confident was they? Anyway.
Yeah. No harm and danger gonna come to you, Libra. Okay? You protected from all evil.
I am the evil. That's what they don't know. That's what they're trying to prove. They're trying to prove that I'm evil. You can't prove that I am who I am.
Somebody wants you to unblock them.
Evil is not bad, and good is not good. The good can be just as bad, and bad can be just as good. Too much of something can be bad for you, right? Just like too much bad, not enough bad, can be bad for you too. Because if you don't have enough bad, you don't stand up for yourself, you don't put your foot down, you let people run over you. You get what I'm saying? So there's a balance in it. So you understand that it's yin and yang, I'm masculine, I'm feminine, I'm light and I'm dark. There's equal sides to them. One is not overriding the other. So when these people are like, oh, she's evil. Yeah, I understand the tendencies that I can't. I'm not evil. I shouldn't say evil because I'm not evil and bad mind and wicked. But do I have a dark side? Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Was there a war in heaven? Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Agreeables had to become disagreeables. Fuck yeah. J. Ha. A Taurus. J. Fuck nigga 2. Taurus. Fuck nigga 5.
A woman practitioner. They got a black, red, orange, purple, blue, green, or gray card. S. Out this out.
Anyway. I'm just saying. And at 1:55, I'm out. Here's another one.